My attempt at building brood boxes for my beehives. You know, I got this lumber at Home Depot, bought this table saw, little table saw off of Facebook Market, and go ahead and get started, so stay tuned. So far I've cut 4 of these. These are the short end of the brood box. I think I cut them at 16 1/4. So I'm making 2 brood boxes as of right now, and then I'm gonna cut this long piece of board at 20 15/16 of an inch. So I'll tune back in once I get that part done. All right, I got them cut now, and I made a mistake just a few minutes ago. This is 19 15/16 inches long for the long side of the brood box. And now I'm gonna go ahead and trim them down because they're too tall. So I'm gonna have to trim some of this off on both of these sets, and then I'll start working on trying to make my little grooves with the dado blade. And hopefully I can do that correct, because this will be my first time ever using a dado blade. I've never used one before, so wish me luck. All right guys, stay tuned. So that's my first time using the dado blade. Got that kind of close, but it's not touching. But anyway, I'm having to make 2 cuts because this table saw, I wanted to make sure I had enough thread on the bolt down there. Didn't want to take a chance of that thing coming loose and tearing my face up. So maybe you guys may have better tip on that, but I had to make 2 cuts. I had to cut here first and then come back and cut this piece off with the dado blade, and it seemed to do okay. I'm gonna try that out and finish up this project and see how that goes, so definitely stay tuned. Can see, but for the frames to sit on, for the boxes to connect. But I do want to show you one thing, and that's this right in here. That's a mistake. That's called cutting once, measuring once, when I should have measured twice and cut once. So kind of screwed up right there, but let's see if I can make this work. All right, so I got everything to fit. One mistake I made, I had to go back and correct, was let me bring you in and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So basically, right in here, let's see if I can get you there, right in here where this lip is, you have to cut this part right here half of what you normally cut right here. Hope you guys can see that. If you don't understand what I'm saying, then I'll try to explain it to you in the comment section if you can ask me a question. But I got everything to fit, so now all I'm gonna do is put my screws in here, glue everything, and then put some handles. Now the handles that I made look like this. Just basically use my router. I'm gonna screw holes through this, basically put it like this, put screws and glue it down on here as well. I know that that may hold moisture through time, but I don't know how to make those little cutouts, and I don't know. I just think that I'll be wasting a lot of my time, I guess, versus just doing something simple like this. You know, I cut a few of these out, and I think I'm gonna just stick with that, and that way, you know, my hand can fit, my fingers can fit right underneath in here in this little part as I grab it. As you see, it'll be like that. So anyway, guys, let me go ahead and glue this up and screw everything together, and I'll be right back with you. So this is it. This is what I was talking about with the handles. And as you can see, the frames fit in. Decent spacing. And it fits on top of my dated beehive. So I think I figured it out. Like I said right here, I'm gonna have to close this gap up because I didn't realize until I got on this side that I needed to trim this half of what I trimmed this. See? And it closes up the gap somewhat. Still a small gap there, but for my first time doing it, I give myself a C+. 1 for effort, 1 for taking the time to do it. And now I've learned from my mistakes. And until next time, if you're new here, definitely go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, thumb up the video, as well as share it with your family and friends. And like I said, the only thing left now is for me to paint this thing, and it'll be ready for next year. So until next time, have a great day.